And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's none in at the one. And for the Knicks, filling out the wings are Bullock and Barrett. Noel is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Payton in at the point. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer to that. I think it's really about the personnel and the personalities of the guys on that roster. And really, the front office should play a big role in that as well. But it's a hard call. You got to believe enough in those young guys to say, hey, that's our future. We're going in that direction. But you still got to also take care of your veteran guys who are kind of setting the table for your future.
Now, here's Bullock. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. 3 on the clock. Barrett, no good. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for Miami. Now, here's Barrett. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Butler against Barrett, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
The energy Barrett plays with puts defenders on their heels. He's really good at forcing the opposition's hand.
New York shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for the Heat. He makes 1 of 2 that time. On offense, here are the Heat. It's a 3-point game. Last time they met was in Miami.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
First quarter, about 1.5 minutes in. Payton looking it over. The pass to Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Down low, here's Randle, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Pass to Butler. It's Ariza on the wing. They need this. Here's Adebayo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
Bullock kicks to Payton. And Adebayo sends it back.
This shot can't get past Bam. His reach is just too much.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Free throw, good Butler.
And as much as he commands attention on the court, Jimmy Butler content to skip the spotlight when he's off it.
You know, GA, nothing has come easy in his career for Jimmy Butler. All he does is puts his head down and works and works and works. And because of that work ethic, he has become an all-star. Love watching his progression.
The Heat trail by 4. Passes it to Hero. And here is Butler. They get it again. Adebayo on the follow.
The confidence continuing to grow off the board. Adebayo takes it right back up.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Barrett. Randall against Nunn. Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 6 points for Julius Randle.
The big lefty polishing all aspects of his game, including the jumper from mid-range.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Noel. Kevin Knox comes in for Randall. And it's Burks in for R.J. Barrett. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Bielitsa comes in for Trevor Ariza. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Quickly, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Rose. Averaging 13 points per game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the calls.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Dragic the pass to Bielitsa. That shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. Rose looking around. And the Knicks miss again.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
They get it back. Butler. And it's denied. And he recovers it. And that one drops for him. Butler's got 5. 1:04 left to play in the first quarter. There's the pass to Robinson. Dragic against Rose. Pass to Knox. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. Rocket 2. Second chance shot. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Dragic the pass to Butler. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's Achua, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Rose in the post, defended by Butler. Got a piece of it. Outside Dragic. Launches a 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And New York, looking at who they've got. Alec Burks is out there with Knox. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Payton. And it's Bullock in at the shooting guard position. Here's Oladipo after Alec Burks' score. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty. Pushing it up. 20 feet out. Rebound by Bielitsa. So for the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that
could, that could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
And really, how scary is that? That's not even close to their peak form, and they still got the job done.
A different look for New York. Noel's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Julius Randle comes in for Kevin Knox. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Burks. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Achua. Ariza comes in for Bielitsa. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Robinson. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second. And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Oladipo misses.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Payton's shot is off. The Heat trail by 8. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
That's good from Hero. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there's that scorer's mentality that Oladipo possesses, which really puts the defense in a bind trying to stop him.
For Miami, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
He's off on the first.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides this team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
And he's good on the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle, here's Randle. No good that time. Good D by Ariza.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
None, that's good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Payton passes to Noel. Barrett against Oladipo. That's tipped, but they get it back. Now here's Payton. Ariza covering. It's good. Payton's got his first bucket of the night.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Passes it to Hero. Payton against Nunn. Oladipo outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Payton outside. Now Barrett. Over Oladipo. Noel controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Knicks lead by 7.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Out to the Adebayo. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
New York calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Bielitsa, who checks in for Ariza. Jimmy Butler comes in for Victor Oladipo. Robinson's checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Now here's Butler. 20 points for him last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Here's Dragic. A second chance effort. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Adebayo.
Nice shot from Bam there, embracing any opportunity he gets to scoring close.
Rose gets a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Dragic the pass to Butler. Trying to get open is Adebayo. It's Butler that time on the assist by Dragic. Now it's just a 3-point New York lead. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Robinson kicks to Rose. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Derrick is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Butler passes to Dragic. Bielitsa with it. He's defended by Randall. Here's Butler. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Knicks. They're up by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Elfrid, you guys scored a lot in the first half. What are you doing well offensively?
I think it starts with defense. We're able to get out in transition. We're getting rebounds and pushing the ball. I think that's what's getting us open looks.
Well, we'll see if you can keep doing that in the second half, Elfrid. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. Checking out New York. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of ball movement in the second half.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Miami.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. Second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. On the floor for Miami, Oladipo is out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the 3. Now here's Payton. Good D by Ariza.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Oladipo misses. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Barrett. Some solid defense from Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Now here's Payton. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Barrett, no good.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Oladipo misses.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Barrett against Butler. Barrett kicks to Randall. Up top, Bullock. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's the break. It's Oladipo on the wing. He's defended by Randall. Oladipo, the pass to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And when Oladipo makes passes like that, his team kicks into a whole new gear offensively.
Butler against Barrett. At the elbow, Randall. No one near Payton as he lets it go. New York, no good that time either. For the lead, Oladipo misses.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
The first free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Kevin Knox is checked in for Julius Randle. Burks comes in for Reggie Bullock, and it's Rose in for Payton. And then for Miami, Achua comes in for Trevor Ariza. And Hero subbed in for Victor Oladipo. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Heat trail by 3. Kicks it to Butler. Here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Noel. They recover it. Tries yet again. Here's Achua. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Barrett for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Nunn. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Effort play, pursuing the basketball. Love how he puts in the work.
Rose against Nunn. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got his second bucket tonight.
It's hard to try to stop D. Rose. When he's committed to scoring, get out of his way.
And Derrick Rose said when he first attempted to come back from his injuries, he was playing revenge basketball. Now he just seems so much more at ease.
Yeah, I agree, G.A. I'll tell you, he still has that competitive spirit in him. Yes, check that off. I think now